if you can get them all out here at one time, that's sometimes hard to do. Anyway, Joseph, 73s, you got Dave over here, Delta 26, we're clear.
Roger, we definitely appreciate it, Dave. Hello, Joseph, and I'm gone.
QSK.
Yeah, go ahead.
UDX 483, South Carolina, waving a hand.
Well, yeah, I can see you waving there. Got about an F6 on you on the meter here, and UDX 483. You got Dave over here in Iowa.
Roger, Dave. I got a 5.9 on you. 5.9. Had 5.7 on the other gentleman you were talking with. I heard you as I was passing by on upper side band. Figured I'd see who it was there. QSL.
The copy on that. Where do you use? What frequency you usually hang out on 11 at? Down there on the lower ones, or what? AM or what?
I'm kind of a frequency nympho. I go wherever I gotta go to get it there, Roger.
Oh, okay. You're a floater then, huh?
Yeah. I get around a little bit.
Well, do you got locals down there you talk to right around your area?
You know, most of my locals are AM, and every now and then I'll get out and talk with them. But you know, I like talking local, 1,000 miles away.
Yeah, copy that there. Yep. Well, we float around ourselves there when we don't hear any locals out here. We just move on and meet some people. But hey, thanks for stopping by there.
Yeah, Roger, I catch people here every now and then, 495, 440, 415. Get to Kevin 1, 2, and 3 from time to time. A couple guys up in Minnesota, but I play the free band a lot. I do a lot of DX, that's primarily what I do. Got a YouTube channel, and I like putting people up on YouTube and getting their reactions when they get to hear it. You know, it's fun.
Hey, Roger, on that, are you running it now?
I am recording. I'm not live, but I am recording. So if you'd like to hear what you sound like in South Carolina, I'll be more than glad to put you out there.
Hey, Roger, on that. Yeah, we did that a couple times, go around and listen, but it seems the thing to do now. Quite a few people do. I talked to, I think it was a UDX there. Shoot, I can't even remember his numbers. He's up there, and you probably know who I'm talking about there. Old Joe up there on the Gulf Islands.
Yeah, he's now got an Alpha Tango badge, so he's kicked us UDX people to the curb.
Oh, okay. I didn't know once you got another number that you relinquished another club. I didn't know that.
Well, I don't know that he's kicked us to the curb, but he doesn't use his UDX call anymore. You know, the Alpha Tangos originated in Italy, so, you know, they've been around a long time, and UDX actually, the original UDX, I can give you a little bit of history real quick. I got from a guy out of Italy. There was a UDX in Italy, but that was way back. The UDX that I'm a part of was actually Utah Delta X-Ray. It was a group of guys, mostly around Salt Lake City, and the gentleman that's basically the head of it now wanted to join them, and you had to be invited to be joined back then in the 80s, I believe it was. They wouldn't accept him, and so he moved to Washington and started using it there. Moved back to Salt Lake City, touched base with a few of the old guys that were still around, and none of them were using it, and he got their blessings, and it's now gone pretty much worldwide. Just about every continent, I think we've got a UDX member on. But yeah, it's all fun. But you know, if I ever join another club, I think I'll still use the UDX, because that's, you know, that's what I am. That's, everybody knows me by that.
Well, Okay, QSL. Yeah, that's an interesting story there. I'll have to look if I have an old UDX QSL card. I do have a lot of AT Alpha Tango cards there from back in the 80s, and that I've used to QSL with. All that. But I'll have to look and see if I have an old UDX there when I go through them there. That's pretty interesting. I never been part of a club. I'm pretty much a freebander, outbander, whatever you call it. So just I probably will always be freebander, outbander, no club. Over.
Yeah, Roger. I was pretty much the same back in the late 90s, early 2000s. Was pretty much the end of it for me back then. It got to be where he couldn't talk AM for the jokers. There was nobody really around on sideband here, so I started, freebanding the triple nickel and talking all over, and I loved it. One thing led to another. I ended up off of the radio for almost 25 years, and during COVID, sold off almost everything I had, and a gentleman bought a radio from me, talked me into coming out to his YouTube channel and checking it out, and the next thing you know, I got a Cobra 25 on the bench with a power supply and an old 2-tube mobile, and we were talking again, and it's evolved. So yeah, UDX, I used it because it got a little more attention on the AM, and then I got back into sideband, and that's just where I am.
Hey, okay, welcome back there to sideband and to the radio. I talked to more people out here that, more operators that have left for years and years and then came back, and I did the same. I was into about maybe the late 90s, and then got out for about 20 years or so, maybe 25, and I just got back into it about 7 years ago. So, yeah, there's a lot have done that there, and next time if I get out of it, I'm not getting rid of any of my equipment. I'll just I think last time I got rid of a lot of the stuff. Of course, I went through a flood there, and I lost about everything in the house, so some of it went that way too. But yeah, well, good talking to you. Nice bumping into you. I'm sure I've heard you out there because we hang out right here, but usually from 40 on up, and I'll venture down on 365, talk to a lot of people up there in the Northwest there. A lot of stations from Oregon. You guys got a lot of operators up there.
Yeah, probably the best known one is 534 Ryan. He's quite the powerhouse up there. He gets out well for sure. But operator on this end is Steve, Sierra Tango Echo Victor Echo. I'm 30 miles west of the East Coast, just outside of Charleston, South Carolina. So definitely good to meet you, and look forward to doing it again.
Yeah, there's Steve. I know I've talked to you before. I don't usually keep a log. I just, like I said, I write it down when I'm talking to him so I don't forget on the next key over. You talk to a couple people more than once and you start to get to know them a little bit, which is pretty nice. Let's see, there's a couple stations up there I talked to. They hang out on 3800, and one's in Vancouver, I think, and in Vancouver, Washington. The other one's around Portland, but I haven't heard them for a while, and they're usually coming in here real strong. You might not hear them up where you're at, being so short, but they don't even really give their numbers, so I can't even remember. I don't even remember. I lose it. I got the CRS there. So anyway, good bumping into you, Steve. And there's some breaks out there. Some people are wanting to get in to talk. Maybe you can get back with them there or whatever. I think I need to make another pot of coffee is what I need to do. I've been putting that off. So I'm going to go do that and come back, and we'll be back out here. So 483, Steve. You got Dave over here, and we're right across from Omaha, Nebraska on the Iowa side there. And the numbers are 2 Delta 26 or Delta 26.
Roger, Dave. Well, again, it was good to make the acquaintance. I look forward to doing it again, and shoot, making a good trip. Got a good sounding station, and like I said, look forward to doing it again. We'll say 73s, 51s, and a click, click, click until next time, my friend.
Thank you, Brother QSO.
Hey, this is 2.5 watt radio. Friend of Dave there in Southwest Iowa. I did watch.
Go ahead there.
On YouTube for me a couple weeks ago for me.
Roger, 2.5 watts. Got all of that, my friend.
What was the question?
I wanted to know whereabouts you are in Iowa. If you could let me know.
We're over by Glenwood, Iowa, just south of Omaha, or south of Council Bluffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wondered. I'd been in Iowa a couple of times over the past years. You know where Clinton, Iowa is by any chance?
Yeah, I've been through there once or twice. I used to do some farm equipment hauling around here, so I've been through a lot of the small towns there.
Oh, okay. All righty. Very good. I was back there in Savannah, Illinois for about a year and a half at the old ordnance depot, and we went through Clinton, Iowa a couple of times. Okay, I'll let you go. You got Sugar Delta 178. I'm up here in the corner of Washington State on the West Coast, and both these gentlemen are a solid night up here, so have a good day there, Dave. 26, I think it was, 178 out.
Okay there. Yeah, no problem there. And that 2.5 watt radio over there, he's my neighbor. He could probably get back to you. He's another Iowa fellow over here. He knows a lot of them little towns too. I'm going to go make me a pot of coffee. 73s.
73s. I was wanting to know if the guy from South Carolina is still on there.
Oh yeah, I replied back. I got 100% of that there, Roger.
Alright, yeah, I watched that video. That was pretty cool, pretty good.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
I was going to say, I have all those numbers. My Charlie Tango is 141. I probably have 10 different numbers.
Roger on that. Well, I've been 483 forever and ever. I made that up back in the 90s, and oh, that's aggravating.
Just wanted to tell you thanks. 2.5 watt radio, nationally and pretty much internationally known. I'm going to be standing by, drinking my hot chocolate.
Well, I hear you. I heard every bit of that 2.5 watt radio. Yeah, like I said, I became 483 back in the late 90s when I was doing the free band thing, and no one else was using it that I know of. I've only run into one other one in the process, so I think I'm pretty safe with it, and none of them are UDX, and none of them ever will be unless I get booted out. So yeah, it's the one and only.
Well, there you go. Hey, thanks for coming back and hearing this 2.5 watt radio. We're in Southwest Iowa. We're east of Council Bluffs, Iowa, and good talking to you. We're standing by. Well, setting by anyway.
Yeah, I think we discussed that once before, didn't we?
I think that's the first thing you were standing by and I said, hey, why don't you sit down?
That's right, that's right.
Well, you have a good one out there, and talk to you later. I got to drink my hot chocolate.
Roger on that. Big QSL. I got to suck me some coffee. I'm trying to log Dave here in Cluster DX, even though he won't show up. It'll still